and even our governor that's here with us today. Give her a round of applause for being here. Our great governor. You know, as mayor, I say prayer, planning, and partnership. Prayer, planning, and partnership. We pray, we plan, and we look for our partners. Our governor has been here with us every step of the way here in the city of Flint, making sure that we can get from crisis to recovery, and now recovery to confidence. I want to thank our Superintendent Jones and the Flint School Board. I want to thank our philanthropic partners, CS Mott, Ridgeway White, and all others. Now we stand here on the precipice of a new beginning for our young people. Never before have we ever thought that we can have young children, babies, at 6 weeks of age. Janelle Jameson and their vision, talking about building a stronger tomorrow. Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon in which we can use to change the world. Now we want to change the world from this campus, this Holmes Brownell campus. Today, I congratulate all of you. Together, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wow. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I look around the Brownell Holmes campus today. I know I talk a lot about partnerships. I just went after prayer, planning, and partnerships, so I was nervous about this when I'm at events like this in Flint. But it's the reason we're standing here today. Partnerships among Flint Community Schools, the Brownell Holmes Neighborhood Association, the Flint Center for Educational Excellence, and funders like the Mott Foundation. This campus is a shining example of what we can do when we work together, not only for our students, but also for the surrounding community. The Mott Foundation was proud to support this project with a $14 million grant. This grant allowed Flint Community Schools to improve upon the ESSER dollars and add that extra wow. This campus serves more than 600 students and is located in the heart of one of the most highly populated neighborhoods in Flint, and one of the greatest ones, the Neighborhood Association too. Right on. And because the new early childhood education wing serves over 100 kids ages 6 weeks to 4 years old, now have the opportunity to learn and grow in their own community, which is just a special thing that you don't have to travel across the whole city to learn and grow in your own community. Renovations have already led to increased enrollment on campus, helping to stabilize and grow Flint Community Schools and support a strong and engaged neighborhood. The cube behind us is a symbol of connection. It connects students, staff, and community members with a shared space. It's a space that sparks creativity, enhances community engaged education, and brings people together. And I think it's safe to say that this entire campus is and will do that. The layout of the campus was intentionally designed to create walkability and connection between the schools and the neighborhood. The beautiful new track and playgrounds are not only for the students and staff at these two buildings, but for residents who live in the community. I love that students and community members helped design the playground. I think there's little sketches that show, and then they turn into what's actually there today on the other side of this facility. And I'm personally excited to see how the new facades of these buildings brings everything together in one cohesive design. These are just a few of the upgrades and improvements to the campus. I know that we all agree that Flint kids and families deserve the best. And by coming together, we can all do our part to make sure that they have the best. Thank you, Jeanette Edwards and the Brownell Holmes Neighborhood Association, for your commitment to Flint kids. Congratulations to Superintendent Kevlin Jones, Board Education President Joyce Ellis McNeil, and the entire FCS team for creating a space we can all be proud of. The Mott Foundation is pleased to support your efforts and appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like to bring up Janelle Jamerson, President and CEO of the Flint Center for Educational Excellence.
Good afternoon. Oh man, it's a great afternoon. Good afternoon. We at the Flint Center for Educational Excellence envision a future where every single child in Flint thrives. And we believe that that can happen when they are loved by thriving families, when they're educated in thriving schools, and when they're supported in thriving communities. The Cube here at Brownell Holmes really harnesses all three of those very powerful elements in the lives of our children to connect not just a building and the neighborhood, but to create a true community hub where kids and community members and educators can work together, not just in what we do every day, but how we envision what our community looks like tomorrow. You know, the Cube is a bold step, not just for the Brownell Holmes campus, but it's a bold step for community education in Flint. As we're thinking about how our kids thrive, not just after school, but in the summer months, how our educators work together and how we ensure that our community stays in Flint Community Schools, this lays now a blueprint for Flint Community Schools and educators across this community to look to as we're thinking about how we achieve greater outcomes for kids. And it's not just the building, but it's how the building came to be. Every step of the process was informed by community residents, the Brownell Holmes Neighborhood Association in their pink shirts. Everybody just give it up for the Neighborhood Association. Who engaged in a user-centered design process. So every single element on this campus went back to the association, and we learned things like there weren't enough trees on the playground. Grandparents might get hot as they're looking at their kids play. We learned things from our students as they hand drew playground depictions. We got the best that we could and we brought it back to them and they let us know. Sometimes we were right and sometimes we were wrong. And when we got it wrong, we took it back to the drawing board. There were moments, Ms. Edwards will tell you, that we didn't always agree. There were moments that as we were building this relationship, rebuilding this relationship between our schools and our neighborhoods, there were definitely moments that we had to build our muscle in how we work together. But what happens when we stay committed? What happens when we stay focused on kids at the center is what you see behind us here. The Brownell Holmes Neighborhood Association will be a permanent portion of this space, but not just as an office in this building, but as our partner as we are envisioning the future of this neighborhood. My grandparents moved on Fleming Road around the corner here in the early 70s. My grandmother's joined here with me today, if you don't mind waving, Granny. And so this project for me was so much more than just a school. This is a neighborhood that I grew up in and I believe in. And now that we're preparing to open this project, we're really excited about the work that our community school directors will be doing. So we see Val Newman here, who's our community school director at Brownell. And Jermaine Jones, I don't see Jermaine, but our community school director at Holmes, right over there, absolutely. So now the real work begins. Our community education staff will be getting to work to make sure that this space is activated during all hours of the day. We've been working closely with the Neighborhood Association to develop a program plan. The school partners will be thinking about how we expand learning from Brownell and Holmes. But then when after school comes, this space will really come alive as you see hundreds of students moving from Brownell and Holmes to this space and to these amazing playgrounds and athletic fields. This is transformational. This is transformational. And it's transformational not because of the building. It's transformational because of the commitment. And the commitment to not just kids, but to harnessing the power of families, the power of schools, and the power of communities. And I was an English teacher, but I do know when you put something to the power of 3, it's called what? A cube. Thank you. So when we harness the power of families, when we harness the power of schools, and we harness the power of communities, we really do get a cube, and that's what we're looking forward to here. Congratulations to the Flint Community Schools Board of Education and Superintendent Jones. Congratulations to the Brownell Holmes Neighborhood Association, and congratulations to all of you on this very bold step forward for community education in Flint. Thank you.
Good afternoon. First of all, I give honor to God for this. because when they asked me to be a part of this, I went home and prayed. And I told them to the Lord, I asked him to give me the wisdom to work with the Board of Education, the superintendent, Ridge Light, and Janelle, even though I kept bugging him all the time. And Thomas Parker, he was just a gem. He invited me out to eat catfish the first time I met him. So we formed a pact, but we were so excited to be part of this. And we learned that people can be trusted. And my block club, I say my block club, because I love them so much. Every time I asked them to go to a meeting or to meet me somewhere, they were there. So if we can get the whole city to work together like this block club, Flint will be on the map. Governor Whitmer, you don't remember me, but me and you was at Hasselbreen digging flowers a few years ago. So we appreciate you. Thank you, Superintendent. Bless y'all.
Good afternoon, Flint Community. My name is Tabitha Shea, and I am the brand new principal over here at Brownell STEM Academy. I am so excited. I can't speak to the way that it came about, but I can speak to the way that I was welcomed. I attended a block party with the Brownell Holmes Association, and they just welcomed me. They loved me. They let me into their group. And it truly is the definition of a community, right? They are here for the kids, and I'm here for it. So thank you to you guys for welcoming me in. I'm so excited that our students have this opportunity to put their hands on some innovative learning. I'm just happy to be a part of it, and all of this could not have come about without Roy E. Brownell. So I also would like to introduce some very important guests that we have here. We have the grandson of Roy E. Brownell, Mr. Rev Brownell. And we also have, we also have the daughter-in-law of Mr. Roy Brownell, Eleanor Brownell. And we just have a plaque. If you would come on up, we have a plaque for you to say thank you. Come on up here. Let's give them another round of applause. We keep talking about where we started. This is where it started, right? With tomorrow would be his 142nd birthday. So it couldn't happen at a better time. Let's give a round of applause for the Brownell.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. And then again, at the heart of all of this is our scholars, right? So the scholars over here at Brownell are so excited. They're excited about the playground, to be honest. They are loving the playground. And I brought fourth grade scholar, Miss Clarice Williams. Come on up. She has some things that she would like to say. Can I move this?
My name is Clarice Williams, and I am a fourth grader here at Brownell. And I would like to say that The newly renovated Brownell STEM Academy is a great opportunity for students to learn more and have a bright future in life. So I am thankful for being here and having this school. And I also want to thank Governor Whitmer for coming. So we have some things for him.
The bulldog.
I'd also like to introduce Miss Moore to come up.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Miss Moore. I'm the proud principal at Holmes Middle School. You will hear our roar. On behalf of our students, staff, and families, we want to sincerely thank you for your continued investment in our schools. Your commitment ensures that our children have access to the resources, opportunities, and support they need to grow, learn, and thrive. Because of your leadership and dedication, we are able to strengthen our programs, enhance our learning environments, and inspire the next generation of leaders. Thank you, thank you, thank you for believing in our students and for making education a priority at Homestead Middle School Academy. Together, we are building brighter futures for our students. Thank you all. Now I will introduce Jacayla Buchanan, an 8th grade scholar at Homestead Middle School.
Okay. This is to Governor Whitmer, Mayor Neely, Mr. Jones, Superintendent, President McNeil, Mr. White, and all other dignitaries. I am Jacayla Buchanan, and I am a proud 8th grader at Homestead Middle School Academy. The Brownell and Holmes Cube is a dedicated quiet space where students can focus, study, and reflect. It offers a calm, clean, and respectful environment designed to support learning and academic success. Whether students are preparing for a test, working on projects, or simply reading, the Cube provides an ideal setting for concentration and productivity. On behalf of the students at Homestead Middle School Academy, we would like to thank our superintendent, Mr. Jones, our principal, Ms. Moore, the Charles Stewart Mott Foundation, the Flint Center for Educational Excellence, and our neighborhood association for making all of this possible. Thank you all.
Thank you, scholars. At this time, it is my great honor to introduce a leader who has been a steadfast champion for Michigan's children, families, and communities. She has stood with us in the fight to strengthen public education, expand opportunities for early childhood learning, and invest in the futures of scholars across this state. She believes what we believe, that every child, no matter their zip code, deserves a world-class education in a safe, supportive, and thriving school environment. Her leadership has not only helped move Michigan forward, but her commitment continues to inspire hope right here in Flint, Michigan. We are grateful for her presence today as we celebrate this new chapter at the Brownell Holmes STEM Academy campus and the opening of the Cube. Please join me in giving a warm Flint Community Schools welcome to the 49th governor of the great state of Michigan, Governor Big Gretchen Whitmer.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am so happy to be here. You know, as I sat here listening to all the speakers, seeing the partnership, the leadership, the joy, the future, the community coming together, it is so heartwarming. It is so heartwarming to think about all the good things that are going on in Flint, driven by the people of Flint. So I'm thrilled to be here with you, Superintendent Jones and Board of Education. It's always awesome to be back here in Flint. celebrating the Brownell Holmes 8th grade STEM campus. This place is amazing. I got a chance to get in there. Don't tell anyone, but governors actually need to use the potty every once in a while. This facility is beautiful. You can tell that this is going to be a place that is going to inspire and give us such a bright future. And listening to these two young people speak, and I can't help but wonder if there's a future Flint mayor or governor of Michigan, right, coming out of this class, right? But as everyone here has said before me, this doesn't happen without partnership. Partnership from the neighborhood, partnership from the Mott Foundation, partnership from the city, partnership from the Board of Education, superintendent. This is a big deal, and it's a huge step in the right direction for the kids of Flint and the communities in Flint. You know, when I took office, I made a commitment to the people of Flint to ensure that this city is known to the world for what you do and who you are instead of what happened. And I am proud that together we have made some real progress, replacing all the lead pipes, restoring more than 28,000 affected properties, revitalizing neighborhood to make Flint the most affordable city for home ownership, and invested in public safety to make it safer for every person. Working with the U of M and Dr. Mona to launch RX Kids, something that is making a difference for the youngest, newest families, giving up $1,500 during pregnancy. When you take your baby home from your hospital, the world is changed forever for these new moms and babies. This is an investment that wouldn't have happened but for someone from Flint saying this is what we need and this is how we solve a problem that is vexing us. And we're seeing the results of all of this good work. But we don't have to just take my word for it. Look at the facts. Flint's population grew for the first time since the year 2000. It is a testament to the grit and resilience of the Flint community. And thanks to your hard work, people want to be here and they want to stay here too. And it's a comeback story. And it sure as heck isn't the final chapter. We're just beginning. So we need to keep our foot on the accelerator by continuing to invest in Flint's future. And it starts with our children. Since I took office, we've made some record investments. Together, we're feeding 1.4 million public school kids in Michigan breakfast and lunch every single day. We've raised per pupil investment in our students to ensure that every child gets a high quality education. We're investing in teacher prep programs so that good people go into the important profession of teaching. So today's ribbon cutting creates more opportunities for Flint's kids to learn more and eventually so they have a longer, healthier life and they earn more over the course of that lifetime. We know that a high quality STEM education gives kids the tools they need to succeed. It encourages them to ask questions about the world around them. It teaches creative problem solving. And these skills give you a competitive edge for life, for jobs and growing industries, tech and business and finance. It'll grow our economy by offering businesses the kind of skilled workforce they need. And this Brownell Holmes offers Flint kids all of these skills and more. Students can access a huge selection of STEM courses, financial literacy to computer science. They'll have knowledge right at their fingertips. Our littlest learners will be able to go from preschool on the same campus as their older sibling or their parents, thanks to Early Childhood Center. And everyone will be able to extend their learning beyond the classroom at the Cube. Brownell Holmes Community Education Hub serves all. So this campus gives us a peek into Flint's bright future. And I got to tell you, I'm excited. It's now home to cutting-edge businesses that are helping Michigan lead in semiconductor manufacturing, groundbreaking organizations that are addressing childhood poverty, and excellent public schools that offer kids from all zip codes and backgrounds access to state-of-the-art classes, computer labs, and libraries, and more. So Flint is back like it never left. But Flint didn't just rebuild itself. Flint never gave up. Kept fighting for the community they built and the city that they love. The work we do now is defining Flint the way we want Flint to be defined, not how someone else does. City that leads, a city that grows, a city that sets everyone up for success. This campus is another chapter in this incredible story, and I am proud and grateful to be invited to join you as we cut the ribbon. Thank you so much, and let's cut that ribbon, Superintendent.
All right, it's time, everyone. So I'm going to ask the Board of Education to come stand here. Board President stand next to our governor. I'm going to ask that all of you folks here will come up, and Ridgeway, please stand here. I'm asking the scholars. One of you are going to stand with the governor, and one of you is going to stand with Superintendent Jones. And I'm going to ask the principal to stand. Our principals to stand in here as well. We're going to ask two of our board members, Mr. Dillon and Mr. Teray, if you will go on the end as the ribbon is being given to you. Coming now. I want you to stand. Yes, we're going to get Mike Allen, if you're around, can you come and move this stand? If you don't want your mics to fall, you might want to come and get them. I'd also like to just thank all of our staff, the Brownell Holmes staff, and the administration, the cabinet. If you are here, just wave so people can see you. I don't want to forget you are the heartbeat to keep this school going and this district going. Thank you so much to our partners at Clark Construction and our partners. Yeah, I see you. All right, at Stantec, thank you so much. And for all of you in the city of Flint, thank you so much for your support. We're about to cut this ribbon. All of our principals, I see you, Mr. Thomas, thank you for being here. And all of the city of Flint, thank you so much. Here we go.
Wait.
I lose track of that clip too.
All right, we're gonna come up close. Wait, don't cut. Yeah. You ready? You're gonna cut that on the count of three. You ready? All right, on the count of three, we're gonna all say Flint Community Schools. All right, 1, 2, 3. So I'd like all of you to know you can tour the cube. We still are in session. All right, so you can tour the cube, the playground, and the athletic field. If you would like to tour the schools, you would need to go through security.